Now, the one thing I've noticed that's very interesting, I've never competed in a cosplay contest before. I just cosplay for fun. Um, but I noticed like cosplay contests, they have like a different variation of prizes, which is quite interesting. Generally, from what I've seen, it's either going to be like an all-in-one style, which is, there's going to be a first place prize, and that's the only prize you're going to get. And there's one that's broken into categories. I've seen one that's broken into like there's a junior division, which is like for kids, like generally like 15 years old or under, beginner, advanced, and beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Beginner is usually one of those that are new or they haven't competed or they haven't won a cosplay contest. Intermediate are those that won like two or three, and advanced will win like four plus. Um, that broken down in categories, each of the categories will win a prize, but generally it would be smaller compared to the all-in-one style. Um, the thing is about that beginner, intermediate, advanced. Sometimes it might not be fair for those that have like a fairly new anime convention. So it's kind of hard to break apart those that have been winning one or two, unless you want to count all anime conventions, which is kind of um, really hard to keep up because nowadays they don't really post like the results online for cosplay contests, from what I've seen for some of the anime conventions. Um, Now, I guess the argument is like, which is the best way to have the cosplay contest? Because the all or nothing style is very kind of similar to like the fighting game tournament structure. Generally, you would have the more common fighting game tournaments, you would have to pay to compete in the tournament, and the money that you put into goes into the pot, and the pot is split up for first place 70% of the pot, second 20% of the pot, third 10% of the pot. Not all tournaments are like that, but that's like the general the tournament structure, if you will. And that's somewhat like an all or nothing because most of the pot will be in first place. I mean, you'll get some for second and third, but it's not as much compared to what first place gets. Generally, you don't really get much complaints about it because you have to go fight a series of fighters, and to get to the grand finals, winner of the grand finals would get the first place prize. As for the all-in-one style cosplay contest, it is very debatable because it's really hard, to judge with a lot of people competing. So I wouldn't want to be a judge to determine who's the winner, to be honest with you. Um, but I feel like the category would be more, I guess, more fair per se. But instead of being like the beginner, intermediate, advanced, how about just separated by um, genres such as anime, comics, video games, miscellaneous. I know that style could be flawed. Like, let's just say if you're Sasuke and Master Chief armor, I mean, what would you categorize that? But I would probably put it in miscellaneous. But still, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some issues with that style. But I felt that that's probably the best way because you would definitely give out more prizes and there wouldn't be any controversy per se. But then again, how would you, even things out? What if there's only four contestants in comics and then there's 10 in anime? So, not really too sure, like, you know, how this would work, if, because I'm pretty sure some anime convention in United States would have a genre, is separated by separate genres, and you'll win prizes for each of the genre. Um, so my question is to you, the people, which which style of cosplay contest do you think is more fair? That it's more competitive at the same time. Yeah, it's just like a lot more fair. So um, if you can, post in your comments on YouTube. I'm gonna post it on social media, but it's probably best to post on YouTube because everyone's gonna see the comments. Um, and we'll see what you guys think. If you guys want, you can subscribe to my channel on youtube.com/force of the will for more vlogs, fighting game tournament and casual videos, interviews, and all that good stuff. Like my fan page at facebook.com/superwilville, and you can also follow me on Twitter at the Will Florida. That's it. Peace.